Hey, I'm Megan and welcome back to the channel. I got another Dollar Tree DIY fall video to share with you. This is the last week of July at the time I'm posting this, so I don't think it's too early this time. Well, maybe, I don't know. For the first DIY, we're just gonna use one of these little signs from the Dollar Tree. I originally ordered them online. I ordered 24 of them thinking they were solid wood. They're not. The back easily comes off and I've seen them in the stores since then. Just pull your sign apart and then use a box cutter or some scissors, maybe a knife, to score off the little buffalo check part. Flip it back over and it won't match up perfectly, but close enough. I mean, for a dollar DIY, right? Flip it over, hot glue it together. Then I'm using this chalkboard contact paper, $1 at Dollar General, not Dollar Tree. If you can't find this, I'm thinking you could probably use some craft paper, maybe even just a black poster board from Dollar Tree and write on it like a chalkboard. Taped the contact paper to the buffalo check part, little hot glue and some twine is how I'm gonna be hanging this. Then using the $2 frosted eucalyptus from Walmart. It's a decent amount. I just took off two little stems off the main pick and there's still a lot left over. Tied it together opposite directions using twine. Then you can use whatever ribbon or twine you want to use. I'm really digging the raffia this year. I don't know, for fall I think it's super cute. And then I cut down the little part hanging down at different lengths. A little bit of hot glue, top, middle of the sign, and add your florals. Now, whenever I write on chalkboards or freehand anything, I'll make my marks of where I want my words to go, and then I do the vertical lines first, starting in the middle and working my way out. Then I'll go back with like a little Q-tip and erase any mess ups I have or where the lines are. Super simple and easy. I wrote pumpkin spice and everything nice in cursive, and then just like freehanded a little pumpkin. But the cool thing about chalkboards, you can change them out throughout the season, and that's why I liked the eucalyptus versus maybe some cotton stems or something, because this can be used year-round, changed out to whatever you want it to say. The next DIY, we're using one of the larger mason jars from Dollar Tree. It's like in the kitchen section. And one of these scarves from the Dollar Tree. Never found the ones like this last year, but I like this one better because it's really thin and I have so many craft ideas for it. I couldn't wait to do this DIY when I originally saw it about a month ago. Just Mod Podge, roll up your mason jar, cut off the hangover, and the hardest part about this is like smoothing out the bubbles or getting the fabric straight. On the bottom, a little bit of Mod Podge, smooth it down, and then just use scissors to cut the corners off so it'll like lay flat. If that's not making sense, I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm better at showing than telling. And if I'm being 100% honest, it was a lot more difficult to get the squares like even and straight than I thought it would be using the Mod Podge. Like I would get one side straight and then one side would be pulled and it ended up looking like a wavy, swiggly line. So anyways, fair warning, it might take a little bit, it's a little bit messy. Then just using twine or raffia like I'm using, told you I'm totally digging this stuff. Add your bow, glue it on the top. I didn't do anything to the top or tuck it in or glue it down, I just left it frayed because you really won't see it. Dollar Tree fairy lights or whatever fairy lights you want to use. And then I'm loving these fall daisies Dollar Tree put out. I just put two stems in the jar and this super cute DIY is done. I love this because I've seen DIYs where people like will paint the buffalo check or plaid, whatever you want to call it, on a mason jar, and I don't have a super steady hand like that. So I love how this turned out. I have so many more ideas for these scarves later on this year and even for Christmas too. Next, I'm using one of these spring signs from Dollar Tree, Keep Life Simple, but they have one about the same shape called Harvest Blessings. It's in stock right now. Just flip your sign over, paint it white. I'm using the chalk paint that I always use because I love it. Then just take a colored pencil. I'm using a dark brown and trace around your sign to make a border. You can do this as dark or as light as you want. And as you can tell, it doesn't have to be nice and neat. It looks cute in the end, promise. Then just take the same color pencil and like swipe back and forth to give it a few lines, a little dimension. I also made this free printable. Anytime I make a printout, I share it for free with you to use as well. And I made this version as well. The difference is the print is smaller and there are 3 pumpkins and it's a little bit more detailed. So you got options here, friend. Now, if you are having issues downloading mobile and desktop, you push the down arrow and you should be able to download it to your device. Like I said, I'm going to be using the bigger print or the less detailed printout because it's going to be easier for what I want to do with it. Cut it out. I did cut out the little banner part because I think it's going to make it easier, or it did make it easier for me to apply this and cut it out. Matte Mod Podge, and that's how we're going to apply the printout to the sign. Whenever you use Mod Podge, to avoid bubbles, A, spray your paper with water, or B, like me, I couldn't find my spray bottle. I just went back and painted water over top of the paper. After that dried, I'm going back with some colored pencil to add in some color. This is totally optional. I didn't print this out in color because colored ink tends to leak or bleed really bad when it gets wet or you apply Mod Podge. I really do love the way the colored pencil looks though. So like I said, totally optional. You could leave this black and white. I really like the muted color of just barely scribbling some colored pencils on there. By the way, I only used 1 orange colored pencil, a brown, a green, and then a lighter brown. So I didn't get too like super creative artsy doing this. Anybody could do it. You could probably use crayons if you wanted to. I love this DIY. I love functional kitchen decor. This isn't 100% functional, but it's 100% cute in my book. Next, we're using one of these decorative cake trays, also from the Dollar Tree. This is in the catering section. It's plastic. I love the scallop bottom of this. I've used these trays before in another DIY. Same thing, candle holder, super glue gel, also available at the Dollar Tree. But you could totally use E6000 or just hot glue if you didn't want a strong permanent hold. I love the gel glue because after 10 minutes, it's dry and it's a strong hold after only 10 minutes. Now, 1 can, and I didn't use the whole can, of Walmart's 97-cent white spray paint. And what I learned from doing my last tray is if you spray really close, 2 coats back to back, you'll get like a crackle effect. So I did that on purpose. I sprayed a lot closer than you normally would when spray painting. Next, one of these foam pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. This one's from last year. And they have like huge cracks in them and I didn't really like the way that looked. So I just went back with some caulk, also sold at Dollar Tree, filled in the cracks, wiped it away, let that dry for maybe 30 minutes, and then went back with just Rust-Oleum white chalk paint like I always use and painted over my pumpkin. Super duper simple. I wanted to jazz this pumpkin up, so I took some leftover floral stems, wrapped it around a screwdriver to make like the little curly cues that pumpkins have. The top pulls off, or the stem it comes with pulls off really easily, and I just stuck a wood branch from Dollar Tree in the top, but you can use like a real branch. Someone said that they couldn't find the wood branches at their Dollar Tree, so they just got a branch from Mother Nature for free, so hey, you do that too. Smallest size willow wreath from the Dollar Tree. Wrapped it up in raffia, and to be honest with you, I didn't quite know what I was doing at this point, but I do like the way it turned out. So right now it looks ugly, but this is what it looks like. Ignore the leaf I put on the pumpkin. It made it look too much like an apple, so I ended up taking that off. Then, using 97-cent greenery pick from Walmart, I picked this up 2 weeks ago, and another 97-cent pick, not Baby's Breath. It was Queen Anne's or Queen Lace, I don't know. I just stuck it around the wreath randomly and then put it on my tray. And I think this is a pretty darn cute centerpiece. I might actually go back and do like a light brown to give the pumpkin some more dimension in the pumpkin cracks, if you know what I'm saying. But I do like the way this turns out. Like I said, I'm not decorating for fall yet, but I'm kind of getting inspiration. Super cute table piece. Now I have some other Dollar Tree DIYs that are similar, using similar items, and I'm going to have them posted to the left and to the right. But if you're just totally digging fall, I have my first fall DIY from 2019, also linked to the left or to the right. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time, friend.